So actually, it's really exciting to be out here because out of all the lighthouses in Michigan, this is probably one of 12 that I had not been to until this week. But it's the light that's on the cover of my new book, so on Michigan's Haunted Lighthouses. And the book's been out since March, and it's really quite interesting that how this particular chapter all came together. I've known the story about Julia and Peter Braun, who were the early keepers here, and Julia's second husband, George Way, and her son, DeWitt, for over 20 years. But to be able to sit here where they lived and where they worked is kind of surreal at times. But I always questioned who the ghost was in this particular lighthouse, whether it was Julia, who outlived two of her husbands, whether it was Peter or George, the two husbands who died during their service at the lighthouses with Julia at the helm, and whether she maybe had anything to do with their demise, their passing. And when I was in Bay City last year doing some research for the book at the Wirt Library downtown, actually ran into one of the volunteers from the Saginaw River Marine Historical Society quite randomly in the library, and Don says, I might be able to get you some information about that light, and I might be able to take you out there or show you where Julia and her husbands are buried. And it turned out to be a great little relationship and a story that ended up in the book about meeting with Don and going out to visit the grave site, and then being able to share the stories not only of the Braun family, but also the lighthouse itself and its contributions to the city of Bay City, which the more I spend time here, the more excited I get, because the downtown area and the historical buildings and the lumbering industries and the industry that was here that formed the history of this community, and the fact that the community recognizes the historical value and maintains these buildings and whatnot is really fascinating. So, yeah, so the Saginaw River Light is one of 13 lighthouses in Michigan featured in the book, and it is available at mihauntedlighthouses.com.